Hello dear students, today let us discuss one more very important concept in the first lesson, electric charges and fields. That concept is electric dipole concept. What is the electric dipole? If you take two charges, those two charges should be equal in magnitude but opposite in nature. Means what? For example, if you are taking 2 coulomb of a charge, other charge should be what? Minus 2 coulomb. Therefore, plus 2 coulomb, minus 2 coulomb. If these two such charges are separated by a small distance, such combination is called as electric dipole. Come here. So here what charge I have taken? Minus Q I have taken. Here what charge I have taken? Plus Q I have taken. Therefore, minus Q comma plus Q. In place of the Q, you can substitute any value, no problem. Okay. Therefore, a pair of equal and opposite charges separated by a small distance is called as electric dipole. And next, what length of the dipole? What is the length of the dipole? For example, consider this is an electric dipole. Now this is O. What? O is the center of the dipole. From the center to any charge, I am taking the distance A. Therefore, from center to any charge distance is A, and this distance also becomes what? A. A plus A, total how much? 2A. That 2A is called what? Length of the dipole. And this length of the dipole is a vector. It is not a scalar. Okay, if it is a vector, what is its direction? The direction of length of the vector always from where to where? Negative charge towards positive charge. Therefore, now what is that? The negative charge towards positive charge. That is the arrow mark. Okay, that arrow mark indicating what? It is from negative charge to positive charge. Therefore, the length of the dipole L bar is equal to 2 into A bar, and this 2 into A bar is a vector quantity. Its direction always from negative charge to positive charge. Next, what? A very important definition for theory. Okay, that is what? Dipole moment. What is the dipole moment? Dipole moment is the product of the charge of dipole and its length of the dipole. So what is the charge of the dipole? Whenever I will take like that, you people think that the charge of the total charge of the dipole is equal to 0. Why? Because this is what? This is minus Q I have taken. Here what I have taken? Plus Q. Therefore total charge is equal to 0. But this is wrong, because whenever I will say the charge of the dipole is nothing but the charge of the positive point charge only you should consider. So the charge of the dipole doesn't mean that it is total charge. It is charge of any one of the particle you can choose. Therefore, now here I am taking what? Charge of the dipole. In what they have given? Length of the dipole. Length of the dipole, how much I have taken? 2 into A. Therefore, now Q2 into A. Therefore, the product of the charge of the dipole and the length of the dipole is called as its what? Dipole moment. This is a very important. As we know that, so 2A is vector quantity from negative charge towards a positive charge. Similarly, and this dipole moment is also vector quantity. Its direction also from negative charge to positive charge. Therefore, now here you can take one symbol. Therefore, now this arrow indicating direction of dipole moment, that is always from negative charge to positive charge. That is very important point to find out the angles between electric field and dipole moment, etc. Okay, and therefore now this is the, what is that? So small introduction of electric dipole. Okay, now so now what we confirmed? The direction of dipole moment is always from negative charge to positive charge. Therefore, this red arrow indicating its direction. Next, what is its SI unit? So now what is that? This Q is the charge, 2A is the length. Generally length we should measure in centimeter or meter, but it is a very small distance, so that's why I am giving that centimeter. Therefore, coulomb meter. Therefore, now coulomb meter is the SI unit of the dipole moment. But compare with the coulometer, we have to use more practically one more unit, that is nothing but so debye. That practical unit of dipole moment is what? That is a debye. That debye symbol is capital D. Therefore 1 debye is equal to 3.3 into 10 power minus 30 coulomb meter, and this is a very important for converting of one unit into another unit. Okay, right. Now one more point in the electric dipole. Let us consider this is one electric dipole. It is a negative charge, it is positive charge. It is a dipole moment is B bar. This dipole is placed in a uniform electric field. That uniform electric field is E bar. This line indicates electric field. This line indicates what? Dipole moment. The angle between them is how much? Theta. Then what happens immediately? So we know that the force acting, what is the electric field definition? According to definition of electric field, E is equal to Q by E, right? Q bar, sorry, that is F by Q, right? And so from this what? F is equal to what? F is equal to Q into E. Na? Therefore now what is that? Force acting on any charge particle, what? F is equal to Q into E. Now this is positive charge. Therefore now here what? The force acting on this one, what? It becomes what? Plus Q into E, and the force acting on the negative charge is what? That is what? That is minus Q into E. Correct? Now you see, this is positive charge, this is negative charge, two equal and opposite forces acting on a body at two different points. That is nothing but couple of the forces. This couple of the forces creates the torque. Therefore due to that one, for example, you see, and this is what? So this is trying to like this. Therefore now this is what? This is slowly coming like this. Therefore now it is rotating like this. When it is rotating like this, who is the reason for that? The reason is nothing but what? That is nothing but the torque only. Therefore when a dipole with the dipole moment P bar is placed in a uniform electric field E bar at an angle theta, the torque acting what? Torque acting is a vector quantity what? That is equal to tau bar is equal to P bar cross E bar. So whenever you want the magnitude, what is that? So we have to eliminate this vector form, we have to convert into magnitude form. Therefore what? The tau is equal to P sine theta. So why we have to take sine into calculation? Why? Because this is a vector product and a torque is a vector. It is not a scalar. That's why here I put there what? Sine theta. If it is a vector quantity, cosine theta. If it is a scalar quantity, we have to substitute what? Cos theta. Therefore now to find out its magnitude, tau is equal to 1 P E sine theta, where theta is angle between P bar and E bar. Next, what is the work of that torque? Simply, so for example, now this is what? This is the position of the dipole. Therefore this dipole slowly it is coming like. Therefore now the torque always trying to bring so always into the same position of the electric field. You see, torque always tries to bring the dipole in the same direction of the field. Therefore now when you place a dipole at any angle theta, therefore this is always coming into the same position of the electric field. Yes, where for example this is what? This I am taking that electric field direction. Now what is that? The dipole is also coming like this. Therefore after some time the dipole also coming into the same direction of electric field. That is I am taking that P bar. Now you can say what? Theta is equal to 0. This theta is equal to 0 condition is called what? Stable equilibrium condition. What is the stable equilibrium condition? When a dipole is placed in a uniform electric field, it comes to the same direction of electric field after some time, then theta becomes 0. Such condition is called as stable equilibrium condition. Now one more concept is what? Work. In the first case we have taken torque. Next what? Work. For example, this is electric field. This is initial position of a dipole. Means what? Imagine that this is the electric field and this is electric dipole. So now what I am taking that? So due to the torque acting, the dipole is always coming like this, no? But if you rotate the dipole in opposite direction, means what? So if you rotate the dipole in opposite direction, this is initial angle how much? Theta 1. From theta 1 to, you are rotating like that. This is what you are rotating. After rotating, final angle is what? Theta 2. Therefore, to bring it from theta 1 to theta 2, what we need? Compulsory we have to do some work. Why? Because when a person is coming and running towards you, if you want to apply force, compulsory what? You have to do some work or not to stop him. So to stop him, we need to some work because he is coming with some energy. Therefore, now here also, when the dipole is like this, to bring from theta 1 to theta 2 position, we need to work something. That work done formula what? W is equal to PE cos theta 1 minus cos theta 2. Simple formula. Okay. So PE cos theta 1 minus cos theta 2, where P is as usual dipole moment and E is what? Electric field, and theta 1 and theta 2 are two angles. Those are, so what I have given in that concept. Next what? If it brings from stable condition, means what? Already for example, this is the dipole, that is I am taking the electric field. Already this dipole is in the same direction of electric field P bar. So from this position to, you are bringing something, means what? Like this you are bringing. Therefore now in place of the theta 1 what beta? Theta 1 is equal to 0. In place of the theta 2 what? This angle how much that I am taking that? Theta. You understand? Therefore, so whenever you bring theta 1 to theta 2, this is the formula for work done. Whenever both are in the same direction, electric field and dipole moment both are in the same direction. When both are in the same direction, this is what? Theta 1 is equal to 0 because both are parallel to each other. Now whenever you bring from theta 1 0 to theta 2, T is what? Theta. Therefore, what? Work done formula P is equal to 1 minus cos theta. How it will come? Just you substitute in place of the theta 1 what? In place of the theta 1 you substitute 0. In place of the theta 2 you substitute theta. Therefore, now it becomes what? Cos 0. Cos 0 value what? 1. 1 minus cos theta. Therefore, now these two are very important. This is when you bring the dipole from stable to any angle theta. This is when you bring the dipole from initial position theta 1 to final position theta 2. These are the work done. Okay. Next what? One more concept what? Potential energy. The potential energy. 3 points we have to discuss here. One is torque over tau is equal to PE sin theta. One is work over, that is equal to PE into cos theta 1 minus cos theta 2. In this is the sub case. And one more is what? Potential energy. Torque, work, and potential energy. That is what? The potential energy of dipole at n angle theta is, as usual, this is what? Dipole electric field, and this is what? Dipole, and this is what? Angle theta. Therefore now U is equal to what? Minus P bar dot E bar. So in the torque what I have given? Tau is equal to P bar cross E bar. That is a vector product, but energy is a scalar quantity. That's why potential energy U is equal to minus P bar dot E bar. So whenever you remove this dot product, it becomes what? U is equal to minus PE cos theta. Okay now? Therefore now how many formulas we have discussed there? So total 3 formulas. Torque tau is equal to PE sin theta, and mostly the problem will ask work done formula from this only, and W is equal to PE into 1 minus cos theta, and one more formula what? U is equal to minus PE cos theta. Therefore now here how many formulas are there? Total 3 formulas are there, and compulsory these 3 formulas are very very important. Those formulas are what? First of all, torque magnitude, that is equal to P E sin theta. This is a torque formula. And second what? Work done formula, W is equal to PE into 1 minus cos theta. That is the second formula. And the third formula what? Third formula, potential energy formula, U is equal to minus PE into what? 1 minus cos is that is what? PE into cos theta. Therefore this is so these 3 formulas are very very important to solve the problem, which are depends upon the angle theta, and P means dipole moment, and E means what? Magnitudes of the electric field. Now let us take 3 positions of electric dipole in the uniform electric field. first position, P bar and E bar both are in the same direction. This is called stable condition or stable state. For this what? Theta is equal to 0. Why? Because both are in the same direction. Now what is that? This angle how much now? This angle theta is equal to 90. It is not stable. It is not unstable. That is 90 degrees. This is direction of electric field. This is direction of dipole moment. Next what? You see arrow mark. This arrow towards the left, electric field arrow towards right. Therefore both are in the opposite direction. This is called unstable state of the dipole. Unstable, therefore theta is equal to what? 180. For this what? Theta is equal to 90 degrees. So now in these three conditions, let us discuss three formulae: torque formula, work formula, potential energy formula. Now what is that? So tau is equal to Pe sin theta, W is equal to Pe into 1 minus cos theta, U is equal to minus Pe cos theta. Is it? Therefore now from these three formulas, now you substitute. What is that? At a stable condition, what? Theta is equal to 0. When you substitute theta is equal to 0, tau becomes what? 0, right? Now work becomes what? You substitute here 1 minus cos 0. Cos 0 value what? 1. 1 minus 1 how much? 0. 0 into anything? Work is also 0. Torque 0 and work is 0. Therefore U is equal to what? Minus Pe. You substitute cos theta, cos 0. Cos 0 value 1. 1 into minus Pe. Minus Pe we got in stable condition. Very similarly, at theta is equal to 90. When theta is equal to 90, sin 90 value what? 1. 1 into Pe. And similarly theta cos 90 is 0. 1 minus 0, 1, therefore P. And here when you substitute here, cos 90 is 0, 0 into anything, therefore U is equal to 0. And come to the last stage, that is what? Unstable. Means what? Theta is equal to 180. When you substitute theta is equal to 180, sin 180 what? 0. Therefore torque is equal to what? 0. And but P is what? 1 minus cos theta. If you substitute cos 180 value what? Cos 180 is equal to minus 1. If you substitute minus 1 here, minus into minus plus, this becomes what? 2. 2 into Pe, 2Pe, and U is what? And you cos 180 minus 1. Already here what is there? Minus Pe is there into minus 1. Minus into minus becomes what? Plus. Therefore U is equal to Pe. Now we have to decide in which position the torque is maximum and minimum, in which position the remaining two, work and potential energy, maximum and minimum. You decide. Here torque 0, here torque P, here torque is equal to 0. Therefore now you can say what? This is minimum and this is also what? Minimum. Therefore what? Here that is equal to what? Maximum. Therefore when theta is equal to 90, the torque becomes a maximum, and in stable condition as well as in unstable condition, torque is equal to minimum. Similarly you see W is equal to 0 in stable state, W is equal to Pe, W is equal to 2Pe. Out of these three conditions, directly we can say what? That this is what? Minimum, right now, and this is what? That is equal to what? Maximum. Therefore now in the unstable state the work done is maximum, and in the stable state the work done is minimum, and this is the average. At theta is equal to 90, the work done is equal to average. That's why it is not maximum or not minimum. Now come to this potential energy, what? U is equal to minus P, U is equal to 0, U is equal to P. What is maximum? What is the minimum? You feel that so U is equal to 0 is minimum. No, because so negative value is smaller than the 0. Therefore now you can say this is what? This is the minimum value and this is what? Maximum value. These are also important for the conceptual questions in the electric dipole concept. Now last part of the electric dipole concept, that is electric field. We have discussed torque, we have given formula for work, and also we have given formula for potential energy. Last is what? The electric field due to dipole. A very, very important point. So now first of all let us consider the dipole. This is negative charge minus Q. This is positive charge plus Q. Now what is that? The separation between them is what? 2a is the length of the dipole. And what is this dipole moment? P bar is the dipole moment direction. Already we know that always its direction from negative charge to positive charge. So we have to take 2 points. One point I am taking that point is for example that point you take P1. So where is that point P1? That is on the axis of the dipole. What is the meaning of the axis of the dipole? A line that connects the first charge to second charge. A line passing through the line joining the two charges is called axis line or axis of the dipole. Next what? Equatorial line. What is the equatorial line? First one is the axial line. Second one is what? Equatorial line. Perpendicular to the axis. If you draw one line passing through the center of the dipole is O. So a line passing through the center perpendicular to the axis of the dipole is called equatorial line. Therefore, at this point P1 we have to find out electric field. At this point P2 also we have to find out electric field. These two questions are very, very important for the theory point of view and also very important for the objective purpose. First of all, let's go here at this point P1. What is the electric field? At what distance? So now from the center of the dipole O to the point P1, what is the distance? That distance is x. So now at this point P1, at a distance x from the center of the dipole, what is the electric field? That EA. A refers to what? Axis. Therefore now on the axial line, the electric field is what? K into 2px by x square minus a square whole square. Please be careful about these squares and cubes because they are somewhat confusing terms in the formulas. So k into 2px by x square minus a square whole power 2 also. Next one, if the same point if you take on the equatorial line, means what? If you take the point here, therefore that is what? Point P2, where it lies on the equatorial line. Therefore on the equatorial line, what is the formula for electric field? EE. A refers to axial line, E refers to what? Equatorial line. So K into P by x square plus a square whole power 3 by 2. Here you see, here x square minus a square whole power 2, here x square plus a square whole power 3 by 2. That's why be careful about these powers. And in these two formulas, what is the K value? You know that K is equal to what? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Okay, now this is the value. Therefore, this value what? 9 into 10 power 9 Newton per meter square. While solving the problem, you should substitute that value. Okay, now right. So next, what is the x? X is the distance of the point. From where? From the center. Either if you take the point on the axial line x, and this is also what? X only. So that is very, very important. And here a few students will confuse that. They will take the distance from the charge. Therefore, this is wrong. This is not x. This is not x. What is the x? From the center to point of measurement. That is the x. Be careful about it. Okay. And therefore now, for the short dipole, what is the meaning of the short dipole actually? You see, this point P1 very close to the center, but this point P1 is very, 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 very long away from the center. Means what? The distance x is greater than the 2a. Means what? For example, this is the first charge, this is the second charge, therefore this is becomes what? 2a. If you take the point here, point P1, therefore compare with this distance, this 2a distance is very, very small. Therefore, for the short dipole means what? X greater than 2a. When x greater than 2a, therefore now you can take what? A is nearly equal to 0 in what? In this denominator. So when you take the a is equal to 0, this part becomes what? 0. Therefore x square whole square, x power 4, 1x, x power 4 cancel, remaining is what? X cube. Therefore, for the short dipole on the axial line, the electric field EA is equal to K into 2p by x cube. That's it. Now, for the equatorial line, very similarly, just in the denominator, you substitute a is equal to 0. When you substitute a is equal to 0 in this term, it becomes what? X square whole power 3 by 2. Now what? This 2, this 1 by 2 get cancelled, remaining is what? Only cube. Means what? So k into p by 2x, k into p by x cube. Now what difference you observe here? 2p by x cube, here just p by x cube. Therefore, for the same distance x, means what? If this is the x, this is also x, means what? If it is a 2 meter, this is also 2 meter. If it is a 5 meter, this is also 5 meter. For the same distance, now you can take what? So now the ratio of electric field at axial line to the electric field at equatorial line, what you will get better? That is nothing but the 2. So now why? Because 2p by x cube, p by x cube, p cancel, x cube cancel, k cancel, remaining factor is what? Only 2. Therefore, for the same distance from the center to any point on the equatorial line to the any point on the axial line, the ratio of electric field of axial point to equatorial point is equal to 2. Or also you can write what? EA is equal to, if you bring this side, it becomes what? 2 into EE. Therefore, this is also, you can write it. Now, last point of the topic, the angle between E bar and P bar. Okay, two types of electric fields we have discussed. One point is on the axis, one point is on the equatorial line. First of all, so let us take this point is what? P1, where it is on the axis. So for the point on the axial line, the electric field and dipole moment both are in the same direction. You see, at this point P, the electric field is always like this. Therefore, this is what? EA. And what is the dipole moment direction? Always from negative charge to positive charge. Therefore, what is that? This is the P bar. If you observe this arrow, both are in the same direction. When both are in the same direction, we can call as E bar and P bar, both are parallel to each other. Therefore, now you see this. So E bar and P bar. So here this row upside, this row also upside. Therefore, both are parallel. When both are parallel, the angle between them is how much? That pi is equal to 0. So for any point on the axial line, the angle between electric field vector and dipole moment vector always 0, means both are in the same direction or both are parallel to each other. So next what? For equatorial line, means what? This point you consider. This point name what we call? That point is P2. For the P2, and what is that? The direction of electric field is towards the left. If it is towards the left, the direction of dipole moment is always from negative to positive, means towards the right. So you see, this is left side, this is right side, both are in the opposite direction, means what? So both we can call as anti-parallel to each other. This arrow up, this arrow down, means what? Both are anti-parallel or both are opposite. So what is the meaning of anti-parallel or opposite? The angle between them, between which the electric field vector and dipole moment vector is how much? Pi is equal to 180. That is also very important point. Okay. Next what? So last point. For example, we have taken point on the axial line, point on the equatorial line. So I am taking one more point. That point name I am taking the Q. Tell me, where is this point? It lies on the axial line? No. Is it lying on the equatorial line? No. Where it is lying? So it is lying a common point. This is not, this is what? This is the equatorial line, and this is what? This is the axial line. This point does not lie on the axial line, does not lie on the equatorial line. It lies in general point. Therefore, for that, so this line joining the position of the point to center of the dipole, it makes an angle what beta? That is theta. So under that condition, at this point, the electric field is given by electric field E is equal to K into P under root of 1 plus 3 cos square theta by x cube, where x is what? X is the distance of the center of the dipole from point of measurement in all the cases. Okay, therefore this is the formula. And one more point, so if you substitute theta is equal to 0, if you substitute theta is equal to 0, means what? This point thus comes like this. Therefore, point becomes the equatorial line. You will get the axial line. You will get the axial line point. But if the say if you take the theta is equal to 90, means what? This theta becomes what? Now it becomes what? If you take the theta is equal to 90, that becomes what? Equatorial line. Therefore, if you substitute theta is equal to 90, you will get the equatorial line formula. So this is the common formula you can apply by substituting theta is equal to 0 or theta is equal to 90 to the for short dipole only. You can find out all this, and the numericals on this concept let us discuss in the next class. Thank you.